How's it going, guys? Tyrant here, and I just finished watching episode 3 of 3D Kanojo. Fuck, I can't remember properly how the name goes. Uh, Fuck it. I don't care. So, I'm starting to actually enjoy this show for its weird quirkiness and its very odd cast of characters. Um, that's the best way I can put it. The pace of the show is moving relatively fast, I would say. Every scene gets to the point and moves like clockwork, like click click. Because this episode kind of dealt with one major arc and like so many mini ones. So fuck, I can't remember our main character's name at the moment. Like Soon, I think that's his name. Uh, he's having he's having doubts, like any high school student would, or any adolescent kid would, about having a really pretty girl out of nowhere. What's great about these scenes, I would say, is even though he's he's really like trying to figure things out in a way, he's like somewhat being selfish in some sense and not looking at her perspective. On top of this episode, we get a new character added to the mix, a female character who randomly uh, Soon just starts asking her for not advice but relative some kind of equalness. I don't know how to put it. Like he wants her opinion on uh, in these topics and stuff like that. And surprisingly, she does it. Because her character, for being kind of what I thought was gonna be like the bitchy character who just annoying and a dick to him. She is, and but she kind of does a turnaround. Um, More about her later. For now, let's kind of deal with kind of the first half, where our main character kind of, after a little agonizing, a little bit of like realizing, he kind of has a talk with her, and they finally kind of click. And realize, oh yeah, each of us have some level of insecurity. Adolescence, like when you think of it that way, anyone who hasn't really gone through that, it can be overwhelming, to say the least. And there's a lot that can be said. If it's not words or actions, it's things can be like can change fast. But like I said, having this additional character kind of into the mix kind of starts to change things over and adds kind of a little spice to the group. Because now when you get to the second half of the episode, you get you get kind of a little meddling, and not really, because they're not real. These people are the type of people who won't meddle in things if they don't need to. But they're interested in the girl, but I can't remember her name, the new character, um, and kind of who she's very interested in. Um, and yeah, the guy turns out to be like a big dick who's just using her for her money and stuff. Um, and yeah, I kind of it gets yeah. It turns out it doesn't turn out the way I thought those scenes were gonna end up, because they're at school towards the end, and they overhear this conversation of this dick talking to his buddy, like, yeah, I'm just using her because her money and shit, blah blah blah. And the our cast kind of just like, we should just get away. And then shows up our new character, and like, oh man, you might think I'm stupid. And this is where I you would normally see our main character go and sock this guy in the face, but no, turns out the girl does it and just grabs her bag and like knocks him out and like yeah, he just really pissed me off. And like, yay, that's kind of what you wanted, and it's a little change of what it needs to be. And and it kind of ends with a little bit of crying and realization between people. You know, it's kind of hard when you like someone and you really try to make it work, but it's not what you're looking for. Um, and kind of that's kind of what you get from the second half, and then the first half is more realizing you have something but aren't willing to accept it. It's something that's going to be constant for these our main characters. um, but it's there is one thing there's two things I like to make. The first, the serious one. There is a point in this episode where she mentions, while they're having a group thing, um, that that she's gonna be leaving in 6 months, and he kind of just sidewinds it. It's something that he mentions later in his room. It's like he's gonna be mad when she leaves. You know, they're gonna be spending this time dating, and for him realizing these new feelings and things like that, how is he gonna feel when she's gone? So that's something really hard to think about, mostly when you're at that age. The only last thing I would like to say is kind of the funnier part of this show is we learned that once he kind of gets into some hobby, he like go dives deep into it, and he finds out that our main character, our female main character, his girlfriend, likes this TV show that his mom likes, and she likes guys that cook, and he starts baking, makes cookies, and makes cakes, and yeah, he just gets into it. That's kind of the fun part of him. But uh, for the most part, this episode was really intriguing, and it developed the character really fast. I'm not gonna lie. Um, so I'm extremely enjoying the show. Uh, like so far. I honestly don't know where they're gonna go with this. I honestly didn't think they were gonna add like a new character like this, and yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that because I'm gonna end up rambling for random shit. So, oh, I'm gonna end. Yep. Thanks again for watching. Until next time. See ya.